Hello, hello. Oh, it's always good to be back. Always good to be back. So in the last episode, I was talking about the assignment I was given. Did you do your assignment? If you haven't watched that episode, the assignment was to look at yourself in the mirror and see yourself as you really are, flaws and all, scars and all. The assignment was to find a realistic view of yourself, really. That's what the assignment was. And I really hope you did it. In the comments below, share what you learned about yourself. Just share what you learned about yourself. Because this is really, really important to where we're going. The assignment would be difficult, and I shared earlier that it was difficult for me because I saw things I didn't like. I saw stretch marks, I saw scars, I saw discoloration. And in my head, I had gotten to the place where I believed I was perfect. This helped me realize, number one, I'm absolutely imperfect. Absolutely imperfect. And that was a very difficult thing. It showed me the weight I'd put on. It showed me my scars. But it also began to give me perspective. Because every scar is a sign of pain, and every source of pain should be a place of growth. All right? So then it showed me that my perception of my scars and my life was a bit warped, if I can put it that way. So let's take it a little bit further. When you looked at yourself in the strip down, what did you see? Did you see scars? Did you see fat? Did you see skinny and bony? Did you see too short or too tall, too dark? I don't think there's anything like too light, but did you see too light? What did you really see? And why did you see it that way? And then what did you like? What did you come to appreciate by that exercise? I remember coach telling me it's an exercise, so it's not to be done once. So I actually still do it. Every day, as I get ready for the day, I stand in front of my full-length mirror and I look at myself. When I'm fully dressed down to the shoes, I stand in front of the mirror and I'm like, wow. Because how I see myself affects what I present to the world. And it's very important to understand that. And if I do not like what I see, it's very easy for me to go to the world and be stressed out and deal with people in negative ways because I project what I think about myself. I don't know if you've ever thought about it. If you're angry in the morning with somebody, it will carry into your day. If you're upset with yourself, it will carry into your day and how you feel about your day. And it will be so true because you will see things in people that you probably wouldn't see otherwise. When you looked at yourself, what did you like? Yes, what did you like? Do you have a really cool birthmark in a really cool place? Do you have perfect white teeth? Do you have a beautiful smile? Do you have the coolest eyes? Are your eyes expressive? The Bible says that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. I like to say out of the abundance of the heart, we deal with the world. Because if my heart is struggling and empty, I will be demanding of the world to fulfill me, which is impossible. It's impossible. If I do not like or love me, I cannot like or love somebody else. It's impossible. Therefore, if I get into a relationship and I'm very self-conscious and I don't like myself, I will demand of my partner to make me happy, which is even more impossible. The day I understood that how I feel about myself affects my work, my relationships, my life in general, my ability to do well at work, and my ability as an entrepreneur to make money, a lot of things began to change in me. As I talk, I make it sound very easy to love yourself. It is easy once you've gotten past all the noise in the system. So what is the noise in the system? Your negative perception of yourself, my negative perception of myself. How society has told me that I must do a certain set of things to be acceptable. Past experiences, past pain. Do I have mommy issues? Did my father hurt me when I was a child? Have I been teased all my life? Have I been bullied? How I interact with life and the things that life has done with me. But I can tell you for a fact, it starts, at least for me, it started when I could stand and look at myself and appreciate myself. It took me a while to really get to the place of self-love. And I was sharing with a friend of mine how one day I just walked into a bathroom, public bathroom, with a big mirror. And I washed my hands and I looked up in the mirror, and I was like, damn, I'm beautiful. Yeah, I just cast. Some of you say I've just cast. But that was the only way I could express it, because that day, it hit me like a light bulb. I am beautiful. When Psalms 139 talks about, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Fearfully because God himself sat down and put me together, knowing that a certain component of the world needs me exactly as I am. My looks, my figure, my temperament is very specially put together because I have a very specific assignment. So I encourage you to change your mind about yourself. How do you change it? By actually, like I said earlier, looking and appreciating what you have to work with. I have 5'6" height. I cannot be taller. I cannot be shorter. I have a very specific kind of shape and figure. I have a very specific kind of eyes. I have a big smile. How are those part of God's plan for me? How are those part of how I will become the same and begin to teach my mind to love me, appreciate me, and compliment me? And then I must look at my circle of friends. If I'm in a very negative circle, I have to begin to shift my circle. Terrifying, right? But when you shift your circle to a place where people appreciate you for who you are and encourage you to be better, you will find it's easier to stay the course. And the third one is practice. You cannot change your mind without practice. So wake up every morning and look at yourself in the mirror and love yourself. If there are things you don't like that you can change, for instance, if I am overweight, I can change that. So the practice would be to look into the mirror and appreciate that, yes, I'm overweight, and then go and do the work, which is to work out and probably change my diet, and again shift my circle if my circle encourages me to junk or to be lazy. Please understand that you can do it. You can change your life. And above all, I am a woman of faith. So faith is the basis upon which I live my life. Above all, ask God to change your perspective and show you how he sees you. Remember, before he knit you in your mother's womb, he knew you, and he knew you were perfect for the assignment he sent you to earth to accomplish. Have a fantastic day and love yourself.